All right, let's talk about something that's actually rather sad, right? It's a bit unfortunate for the person involved. So, Sketch has been exposed for something that he has been trying to run from a very long time, and that is that he's had an OnlyFans career under an alias, right? I don't think it was his actual name. He went under a different name, and on that account, he was getting up to a lot of zesty tomfoolery. That's all I can say. Is he would dress up in like girly outfits, wear makeup, just doing the OnlyFans thing, which, in my opinion, no one cares. I mean, he's an adult. I'm assuming you're an adult and a functioning one, so you probably don't care either. And that is the general consensus, I guess. So this has been weighing on Sketch's shoulders for since he blew up as a streamer instead of an OnlyFans creator, and he's had that in his closet, his chest, just holding it there and letting it build up that guilt over time. And he says he always knew it was gonna come out. So he issues an apology, right? Which it's less of an apology and more of him addressing it, because I do not feel like this is something he has to apologize over. He is a grown ass man and he can do what he needs to do. If he wants to show his ass, let that nigga show his ass, man. And I will never get someone trying to argue otherwise. And it's really, really sad to me because Sketch goes into detail about what he would have done if the circumstances weren't absolutely cut diamond perfect when this got exposed. He was with his friends, and thank God he was with his friends, because he alludes in his apology video, he alludes to him ending his own life.
Honest, plan A was, and I will say candidly, was to probably probably to call it quits if this ever came out. But some people saved me. Shout out Banks. Shout out my parents. Like, shout out y'all. Like, I'm changed.
I mean, that's really sad. It's really sad, especially for anyone who has been in a situation where your skeletons were ripped out of your closet. Like, that's not a great feeling. It's actually probably one of the worst feelings known to man, aside from like someone putting their nails in between the crevice of your chest and ripping you into. That's how fucking exposed you feel. It's like you're a fucking newborn baby, bro, just sliding out that bitch. And I feel like if you can relate to Sketch, is at like putting an ultimatum on suicide. Like, if this happens, then it's over, like it's wraps. That's really depressing, and it's not a mindset that anyone deserves to be in. And it's not even like Sketch is doing this as like a side hustle behind his streaming. Even if he did, it wouldn't matter. But it's not even like he's doing it as a side hustle beside his streaming. This is something like completely in his past. He says he hasn't done it for 2 years. He's like spoken to people. He's gotten help, which I don't think he needed help. But if he really wasn't, if he was ashamed of himself for doing these things, I feel like whatever got him into a stable mindset is help, and that's what he should have got. And I'm proud of him for getting that, and he should have gotten it. It seems like Sketch was trying to step into new horizons with himself. He was trying to leave that version of himself in the past. But one thing about the internet is that shit will never stay behind you, my nigga. If you posted something in the internet, it will be found if you get famous enough. I mean, look what they did to Osama's son, man. They slaughtered that nigga's aura. And it's really a shame that something he wanted to keep away from him just always creeps back up. Your past will always creep back up, especially if you're an internet person, an internet persona. But what really like actually puts a little grin on my face, what makes me smile, is the reception to this being leaked. And for the most part, what I can see is people don't care, right? I mean, like Duke spoke out, and he has the only sane response to this expose that anyone could possibly have, and that is that he doesn't care.
To be honest, bro, I don't give a f. Y'all shouldn't give a f. It's not y'all. It's not y'all. If that's not what you into, then it shouldn't even be that big of a deal. You know, so I think y'all dragging it, and that's even assuming if it's real. If it's real, cool. If it's not, cool. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, he grown. He can do whatever he want to do. I don't know why y'all give a fuck so much. And you know, bro. Even if it is real, even if that's the past, why y'all bringing up old shit? If we keep it in the band, why are y'all bringing up old shit?
I mean, the internet is gonna do what the internet does, right? I mean, you got niggas in his chat calling him Stretch, and that shit is funny, right? But it's kind of a harmless type joke. Majority of people understand that Sketch didn't hurt anybody, and he is just being an adult doing something he felt like doing, and that's okay. And that coming from the internet makes me actually makes me really happy. I don't know why, but I'm so used to the grand interwebs being fucking so cynical and nihilistic and just all the isms, to the fact that everyone coming together to support Sketch is actually just like, it's really wholesome in a weird way. And I feel like that's really needed for Sketch right now. Cause if you watch his apology video, you can just tell how jittery and nervous and exposed he is. Even like aside from his normal speech patterns and rhythms, you can just tell that he's not in the same headspace, and you can tell that he's genuinely facing something that he never wanted to face. And I feel like he thought the internet would rip him into, but I'm really happy to see the support for him. But then you got these jobless, stank, fat ankle having freaks on the other side, like anyone on Kick, and then the genuine infant amoeba toddlers that are saying they could never watch Sketch again. And so you've got people like Sneeko, who are just, what Sneeko does is he waits and he lurks underneath people's bed and waits for anybody to fuck up, for some internet drama to spew up, and he waits to see what the popular consensus is on those topics, and he goes miles and miles and miles to the contrarian side to try to leech some hate views and some relevance off that. And all I can say is, bro, put my fries in the bag, nigga. Like, get off the internet. Nobody cares anymore, man. You had your Andrew Tate run. Let that shit die and like go on with yourself, man. I thought you had a healing arc. I mean, what happened to that? Then you got people like Bruce, who is known for having shit takes and then crying about them later, and is known for stabbing everyone he knows in the back. And he goes on stream basically taking a big fat stanky sloppy shit all over Sketch, someone he's never spoken to or had an interaction with as far as we know as viewers, and just slandering him and shitting on him like he knows the nigga, saying shit like it's not that you're gay, it's about you're hiding that you're gay.
Not about you being gay, gang. It's about you not telling nobody and hiding it and coming a whole different alias. That's not cool, bro. You got kids that watch you, gang. My little brother watch you, bro. And I'm not allowing him to watch you no more.
And let's actually take it for face value. Let's say he says it's not that you're gay, which is an obvious fucking lie. He is outraged that he's gay. That's the point. That's where his outrage comes from. Let's just be face value with each other. And he says it's not that you're gay, is that you're hiding that you're gay. So is every other closeted queer everywhere, nigga. That hiding that you're gay is is something that niggas do. There's a reason that people hide that they're gay, and it's because of people like you who refuse to accept them for who they are. And just like the person who exposed Sketch, he demands that you expose yourself to being gay, and you take whatever consequences that they deem you have. Fuck you, nigga. You don't deserve to know anybody's sexuality or any intricacies of anybody's life, especially internet people that you don't know. You don't know them. You don't know them, bro. And I guarantee you that next stream, Bruce will do one of the two things. He'll either completely double down, or he will get to crying on his next stream. And you've got people like Queso and Jinxie on the other hand, who are doing the only sensible thing, and that is supporting their friend in a hard time, in a situation where their friend is the most vulnerable he's probably ever been in his entire life, the most vulnerable and exposed he's ever been in his entire life. They're supporting his friend vocally. They're not waiting for it to wash over and supporting him afterwards. They're supporting him now in the time that he needs it, and that's what most people need to do. And I genuinely think that people like Sneeko and Bruce and whoever the fuck is slandering Sketch thought that the consensus would be, ew, what the fuck, he's gay, what the fuck? They thought that the genuine consensus would be that, and so they're trying to pile on while the topic is high, and that's deplorable. I mean, what else is it? That's just stank. That's stank, man. I hope your ankles swell to the point where you can't walk regularly and you tumble down the stairs, or I hope a bee sting your bottom lip so you can't speak these dumbass takes no more. And let's get to the nigga who exposed this, right? First of all, what were you doing, nigga? What were you doing, nigga? To the point where you're stroking so much to the point you reach a niche OnlyFans account that just so happens to be Sketch. All right, you're a freak, little nigga. You're a freak. And I bet to God this nigga did not think that this outrage would come back on his freaky ass. Cause now we putting a critical lens on your ass. You thought it was gonna be on Sketch, but we on your freaky ass, nigga. Get a hobby and stop never going, bro. Never going. And I bet you that when they released this information, they expected to see the downfall of Sketch. You know, they expected this to ruin Sketch's career and be that big expose that took down Sketch. Because why else would they bring this out, right? Why else would they bring this out? Anybody else is they're smacking the chicken and they see somebody who looks like Sketch, they're probably gonna be like, damn, that looked like Sketch, and go on with their day. And Brody thought he was warning that the British are coming or something. He had to get this info out. And the dumbest thing that this nigga possibly could have said is some dumbass shit about how he went to a journalism school and the number one rule is that if it's publicly viable, then you need to put it out.
None of this was pulled from Kylie Cox's personal life or personal data. This was all things that Kylie created and shared in his previous attempt to become internet famous. I sat on this story for a couple of weeks. I was unsure if I really needed to create it and share it with the world. However, I did go to school for journalism. In NJ school, they taught us if a story meets the standards of timeliness, proximity, interest, controversy, sensationalism, prominence, and novelty, according to Shoemaker et al. 1987, it is newsworthy and it needs to be shared with the public.
This nigga really had to pull out the fuck nigga 101 handbook to try and justify him dragging Sketch's skeletons out of his closet. Bro, I'm gonna be honest. I don't give a fuck about what bubble blowing baby academy yo ass wasted probably hundreds of thousands of dollars to go to put out a statement like this, bro. Quit your day job, my nigga. Something that really made me happy and like kind of made me feel warm, dude, is the messages between Sketch and his homie when this got exposed. And I need you to really like see shit like this and take notes, because this is the kind of friends that you're supposed to surround yourself around. These are the kind of people that will see you and see that you were exposed and will do anything to comfort you and help you in your time of need. There are text messages between Sketch and his homie, right? I'm gonna read them out. You awake? Yeah, sorry, bro. I didn't mean to involve y'all. Bro, what do you mean? You're our boy. You didn't have to dip. You didn't involve us in anything, bro. You good? I'm over by the airport. I didn't know what to do. I'm so sorry. Come back. You're good, dude. The boys pulled up on me and woke me up. They wanted to make sure you're good. The boys pulled up on him to make sure he was okay. Get you friends that will make that trip. You're good, bro. Come back. We're all here. You're the homie. I'll come now. I just needed someone to talk to. We're all posted. We're all posted. We're all posted to help you. Would your friends do that, nigga? I hope so. If not, get a new circle, nigga. Get a new circle, yeah. You need me to call you a car. Oh my. I'm just grateful that people are out there who are like this, you know, who will always lend out that helping hand when it's needed. And thank God that he is this openly helpful, because God knows what could have happened if Sketch didn't have this person this day, and if Sketch didn't have his friends this day, or if Sketch didn't have anyone to fall back on this day. And even though I'm not even on that side of the internet, that side of the internet that has Sketch, that has Jinxie, that has Queso, seeing the way they handled this situation, like, genuinely just ups their image in my head. A lot of people would either stay radio silent or they just wouldn't speak on that shit. These niggas saw their homie was in danger and they helped, and that's how it's supposed to be. The internet doesn't always have to be nihilistic and every man to themselves and everybody a cup half empty ass nigga. Nigga, love somebody, bro. Look, I'm looking at you. You watching the video? Love somebody, nigga. Look to your neighbor and care for them. Fuck. Y'all niggas make me mad. Hey, anyway, I was really debating making this video because, I mean, everybody, there's already a general consensus out. I mean, I was slow as fuck. I couldn't really record. So, but I feel like Sketch is in a vulnerable point that even if support comes from a nigga like me, nobody cares what I gotta say. Even if support comes from a nigga like me, I mean, support is support, and putting that out in the air, I mean, he can only really do good, right? He ain't hurt nobody. And if you're upset with him, I need you to actually go and look at the man in the mirror type shit, and like actually think about your values and grow up, you know? Have compassion for the people around you. But yeah, that's really all I gotta say. Big ass yap sesh. Go support Sketch right now. I mean, he's still on that grind. What he says, he'll just keep streaming, which is real as fuck. You know, don't let them time you down. Go support your local artists. Here's a local artist. You should support them. Listen to this song. Go brew you up a cup of coffee. You know, everybody need it. And yeah, have a good day.